All right, I'm underneath the 2019 F250. We were changing the transmission lines, and the reason is trying to change the bushings on the sway bar. Ended up moving the transmission lines a little bit with the oil cooler, and the connection between the oil cooler and the lines snapped off. So had to change the cooler, and I'll show you after what the transmission lines looked like. They started already leaking because of the rust. So I figured I would change them out right away with the cooler. So let me show you how we got the lines through. So a couple other videos I've watched other people do it, kind of talk about how to take them off and get them through this engine cradle right there. So this is the location of the engine oil filter. I did have to remove that. Everybody will say that probably also, because you can't move it, because this is how you kind of fish the lines through. So I had to remove it. That's the two lines, so I already put the new ones through. Make sure you get those rubber O-rings out, grommets out of the transmission, the old ones, and then put the new ones in. You have a little plastic grommet right there, and then that rubber one goes right after. So first, then it goes in, and then you have this little bracket. So the lower line will have this bracket, so that'll be on the lower end. And then once you put them in, the other one clips on, and you have a 10mm bolt right there. So in the other videos that I've watched, I really didn't get a chance to see. Nobody said which way to pull the lines through, so I thought we were going to go through the front, basically from here into the front. But the way things were going, I'm like, let me try to pull it into the back. So actually we started pulling the short one. You always want to go with the short one out first, and then the long one, and then long one in first, and then short one. So in that sequence. So we pulled the short one, and I'll show you which one the short one is. We pulled the short one this way, and it came out, it was a bit tough to get them out. Kind of had to go back and forth. And then the second one came out a little bit faster. And then on the way in also, the long one, the first one, went in really easy. But the short one, first it went in, but then took a while to get, twisting it back and forth. And the rubber hose portion helped to kind of twist it upside down, kind of around, in order to get it through the crevice that we needed to put it through. But it's doable. These didn't break at all on the way in. Like I said, the short one, the second one was a little bit harder to get through. So let me show you on the front end. From the front end, this I call the short one, and this the long one. Obviously, that's where it's going to sit into the cooler right there. So this is the short one. This is the one you want to pull through first. And then once you get that one out, you do that second one, the long one. That rubber hose on the bottom there, that's what helps. This is what helps you get the lines through the engine cradle. And one guy showed that he did have to take the shock off. I just went ahead and pulled this stabilizer shock off, and it did help. That's a 15mm bolt right there. Undo that, drop that down here, it hangs, and that created more space to twist and turn these two lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in and connect the clamps together. These are all the things that you had to undo. You can't pull them through together. So undid these two, and then you do have to undo this one right here. Two little tabs. Put a screwdriver underneath, and then use some pliers to bend them out. That goes to the front